not everyone who raised you knows how to support the person you're becoming.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ugh.
Y'all, my dog is in here. He just threw up. Like, go on. You just pissed me off. So.
Like, you think you all that. You know what, motherfucker? I do.
Yeah. I'm the baddest chick. I'm not a sick. I'm about my business. Show a money clip.
Hello, everyone. I'm your co-host, Keedy.
And I'm your co-host, Lanaya, aka Juicy. And you are tuned in to another episode of Outspoken Opinions. Okay, y'all. So I guess we can start out with the church announcements. Okay, so first of all, first things first, we need y'all to make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share it, like she said. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Put us in y'all group chats.
Heavy on the share it. Like,
engage with us.
And yes, get active in the comment section, y'all. Like, a lot of y'all are active with us, like in our personal DMs, but like we would prefer
share that same
although
love.
we appreciate the love in our personal DMs, like please like express that love like out in the open, like in the comment sections and
engage
stuff like
with
that.
us, you know, like
we recommend please 5-star ratings if you're gonna go through the Apple Podcast or Spotify. You can also leave a comment on there as well. 5-star reviews, please. You know, the norm. Just be here for us, y'all, because we're really working hard at this. And this is fun for us, but this is also like something that is a job for us. Yeah. So yeah, we really want this to like be something. So we need y'all help to help this grow. Do you got anything that you want to say or that's been going on with you? Okay. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get into like our outspoken. Well, I got an icebreaker question that I want to ask first before we get into our outspoken opinion of the week. It's kind of along the lines of kind of like what we're gonna be talking about today. So one of them will be like, what's one word that you feel like your family would use to describe you if like just a person from the outside just coming into your family, like they want to know like what's if you can't say one, just maybe like a couple.
I'm honest and I'm funny as hell.
But is this what your family would say?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like for me, loud, because that's just me, and funny. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna give them a key.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them a key. Like they're gonna get a good key off of me. Like yeah.
I'm understanding too. That's another one. I feel like I'm very understanding.
And I would also say my family would probably say crybaby. They would definitely call me a crybaby.
Crybaby.
Y'all know I'm the queen of the cry parties. So, yeah, that's probably one like a couple of words that my family use to describe me. My next question I feel like would probably be I really got no more like family related like icebreaker questions. Oh, yes, I do. What does being a good daughter mean to you? Like as far as like what you being like a black girl, like what does being a good black daughter, being a good daughter?
Just being there, like not causing. You know, you as a mother, you already have that worry because you have children, especially adult children, because they're at the age where they can do whatever they want now. But you, in the back of your mind, I feel like as a mother, you're still always worried and always be protected as a baby. But I mean, like as her baby. But for me, I'm just there for my mom unconditionally, do whatever. Like if she needed listening ear,
Yeah,
I can listen to her. Like I feel like I'm the child that she can come to for whatever. Like
I know you. Okay, I quit for real. That'd be my favorite. Okay.
But yeah, I'm just
That was not to her, y'all. That
sometimes.
was to the outside doors.
Sometimes I feel like shoot, I could be a little parent to my mama. She's getting up at that age where it's time for me to start taking care of her. So I just feel like that's how I can always be a good daughter for.
Well, I could definitely agree with you as far as like you know, like not adding to the stress and doing what I can do or doing my part growing up. I feel like that's what I would say. It was more so like for me, like just making sure I follow the rules, do what it is that she says, and just doing what I can to not add more stress onto her plate. Now, did I succeed 100% at that? At growing up, I feel like I was succeeding all the way up until probably about 7th grade, 8th grade. That's when I started to really get into my rebellious stage.
I couldn't be rebellious.
I feel like my hand, but that's the thing though. My version of rebellious really wasn't like just like a crazy rebellious, but like the things that I did do, you'd be like, hold on. Out of all the things to do, you would go and do some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, why would you? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when the times that I did get in trouble, it was for some like
Crazy stuff.
yeah, but it was like I don't never get in trouble, so it's like I really don't like. I did
Like
not
what is
know
coming from?
Like, like everybody be like surprised. Like, why that? Like, but it would genuinely be some shit like for real, like some shit that I would really like deserve to get my ass whooped behind for real, for real. So
That's me too. Cause one day when I was in middle school, I didn't come home from school, and that was like one of the things my mama didn't play about. Like, come home from school if you're gonna do anything else. At least if you're gonna go outside, at least change your clothes and use the bathroom and do your homework, and then go outside. It was like school let out at like 3:00. I ain't come home till 7. My mama was worried. Like I got the
do you hear
shit
me?
beat out of me for that, and
I'm already knowing.
Then
like,
baby,
because I'm not even gonna lie, because like my mom used to hit me with and you like I get it now, like when parents be like, and you know better because you know
you
better.
actually do know
like,
better.
Like we actually.
Why would you ever do some stuff?
Like some of the stuff I be looking like, you deserve that.
Yeah,
like I deserve that. Like a lot of times, like I deserve having to stay up late and clean up and do all that extra stuff because why was you doing the stuff that you was doing? You did not have to do that. But then again, like at that time, man, like I felt like I had to do that because wasn't nobody trying to hear me out. And it's like again, you got to realize I got an old school mama.
Seeking,
yeah,
but it was like,
and I got an old school mama, so my mama wasn't. It was real strict around her parts of town. So it's like, well, she didn't play none of that. Oh, you need to go and talk to somebody about your feelings. Like, no, none of that. So it was like, I couldn't be one of those kids to be like, oh, this is how I feel about stuff. It don't matter how you feel. This is what I told you. This is how I told you how to feel because I'm the mama and this is what I said.
I feel like my mama was the opposite. She was like, oh, you need to talk to somebody in that area because I can't help you. My mom right off the bat letting you know, like,
not gonna lie, it was like counselors in high school to tell my mama that they recommended like anger management for me. Like, mom got mad. Yes, like that's the thing. Like now that I'm older, like, and I really get to like thinking back, like it's like the signs were there early. Like the signs were there like at an early age. Like, cause like when I say I be trying, like in my heart, like deep down, I don't be really wanting to be aggressive, but it's like. I be so mad. Like when I get mad, I get mad.
Yeah.
Like
now looking back,
I be raging, and it's like I've been like that. This didn't just happen within the past. Like I've been like that. Like even as a child, like when I would get mad, like or like if I get mad at like my friend, like I'm mean. Like I would turn into an evil bitch. Like and
I don't think I'm evil. I think I'm petty.
I can turn into an evil mother lover, like and it's scary sometimes, and it's like that's why I be like now that I'm older and I'm aware of that, like I try to like not let myself get to that part, get to that place or whatever the case may be, because I like I said I know that it's dangerous, and But like growing up, like I said, like it would be teachers, counselors that would like. There were times that they tried to vocalize that to my mom, but like I vividly remember a time in high school where the counselor like literally sent me home with the papers like for my own time, basically. So they would, and they was basically like that. Like they had anger management classes going on after school, and they even had some going on like during school where I could just take like a period off of one of my classes and go to the anger management class. Girl, my mama ripped them papers up so fast.
Yeah.
What are you angry about? And it's like I can't express to you because it's like you gonna look at me like,
It's like
why
backlash,
is you
like-
why is you worried about? Because it's like I got a lot of, if I'm being honest, I got a lot of stuff to be worried about. Like I'm the baby child. Like I said, all my siblings are grown and gone. So it's just me and you here. So I'm worrying about all the same shit that you worrying about. You worrying about the lights, I'm worrying about the lights.
Mm-hmm.
You worrying about the water, I'm worrying about the water. It's just me and you. You worry about how I'm gonna eat. You don't think my stomach ain't grow. I'm worried about how I got a lot of stuff to be angry about. Then on top of that, I'm going to school and I don't. It depends on who I'm friends with or how other people feeling that day on whether or not if motherfuckers gonna fuck with me or not or motherfuckers gonna try to bully me. Like I'm going through a lot. Like so,
Yeah.
yes, I do got a lot to be angry about. And it's like I cannot talk to you. Like that's just how I felt. So I'm like, but in my mama's house. What are you angry for? It ain't nothing for you to be angry about. You got a roof over your head. You got
You got clothes on your back. You got shoes on your feet. You
but
got
it's
a meal
like
every
I got
day.
a lot to be angry about. Like I'm going through it too.
Yeah. And I feel like that's today. That's gonna be a little bit of today's topic because we got this just a
Oh
outspoken
God,
and
that was
queen
just a
question. Damn, jump straight into it.
Do you have an outspoken opinion?
Yeah,
That was just one of my icebreaker questions.
yeah. Mine is you don't need to explain your decisions of why you protected your sanity. Period. I ain't got nothing else to say after that. Like that. You don't need no explanation on why you just chose to cut certain things out to protect yourself from certain stuff.
I would have to say my outspoken opinion of the week would have to be my story is my story. Your story is your story. Like I'm not taking away from your story and however it may have happened for you. So don't try to take away from my experience or how I may have felt something had happened to me. And it's just go for anybody. Like, cause I know it'd be a lot of people that feel like that. Like it's always somebody out there that's trying to like tear down their experience to be like, oh, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. This was my experience. So I'm telling like my experience.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I guess we can just go ahead and jump straight into today's topic, which today's topic is basically balancing independence with cultural and family expectations. So do you want to start out or do you want me to?
Okay.
My first question would kind of be at what point did you realize your independence, your personal independence, conflicted with the things that your family may have expected of you?
I guess me being the one that was so book smart, my family expected me to go to college. I expected myself to go to college. But then when it was just time to do it, it was just something that I realized it wasn't for me. And my mama understood that because she was like, if you ain't gonna do nothing else, just at least graduate high school.
Okay, okay, I'm glad you kind of like touched on that because that's kind of like the same, kind of like my answer. But even with me, like I actually like went to college, but I did not finish. Do you feel like now is it something is that a decision that you regret or do
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
I 100% will agree because I say the same thing now. Like pieces of me, I'd be like, am I too old to go back and finish? But then I'd be having to realize. Then I'd be having to realize, like, if I'm being legit honest with myself, I only got 2 years left to finish just to get like
a piece of me was happy about it because then I really look at all my friends that did go to college and did have their real college experience. They was just depressed, like because of school, because of so much schoolwork. But I don't think that would be like a real problem for me because I'm real cool with learning.
I don't think it's necessarily the schoolwork part of it. I feel like it becomes the schoolwork part of it once you get to college and you let that college life get to you to the point to where you're not doing no schoolwork.
Yeah.
Because I had that point where I had a little scare Like, but it was the middle of the semester, so I had that time and I had that wake up call to be like, hold on,
Get it
you're
together.
doing too much. Redirect yourself, cause
Yeah.
baby, it ain't no do overs. Like, if you do this over, you got to pay out of pocket.
Mhm.
So it's like we ain't got it like it. So get your life together, like figure it out, like, and that's thing. It's really like all on you. I will say that's probably like one of my biggest things, like because. But do you feel like that's because your family pressured that onto you? Your family pushed that onto you, like, oh, college is what you have to do because you're the smart one.
Yeah. Like, I think it was just expected because I loved school. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I love school. So I think my family was just like really like, oh, this the one I know that's she gonna be cool. She going to
Yeah.
college.
That's how
You
I
know,
was
she
saying.
gonna have a good little life. You know, it's just gonna be her. So I think when I did not go to college, it was just a real letdown.
Yeah.
So I think in the back of my head, like even now, I think my mama still like is kind of a little bit disappointed that I didn't go.
I know my mama was and me because when I ended up having to come back from school because it took her a while to accept me getting back into school. Because when I got back into school, I did not go back into like a university. I went to a technical college and to get my license in aesthetics. So at first, my mama was not for it at all. Like nobody in my family was accepting of that because they was like, "Oh well, you didn't finish your other college, so what make people
What make
think?"
you think you?
But
gonna
that's the
finish
thing
this?
though. It wasn't that I didn't finish my college because I just dropped out or that I didn't have, like, it was actually things that happened, like, that, like affected why I couldn't go anymore. So it was like, it was things that was like out of my control, that was out of anybody's control, really, at that point. So, like, when they would say stuff to, like, kind of like make me, like, feel like I'm like, dang, like,
Yeah.
it's not really my fault. I did the best that I could. Y'all act like I went and I just did like straight up
Yeah.
BS. Like,
And that's another thing. Like my mom always give it to me. You graduated high school, girl. Like after everything that you done been throughout school and like, just trying to figure yourself out, you did it. I gotta give you some type of props for you doing it.
and I feel like that a piece of me, that's why like I pushed myself to go back to school to get my aesthetics license because I was like, I want to be able to say I finished something. I want to
Yeah.
be able to say at least I did finish some type of college.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever want to be like I didn't finish anything, and I feel like that is my main reason why I regret not finishing college. Like because a piece of me, like I feel like how you feel. Like I want to be a finisher. Like I want to be known as a
Yeah.
finisher. Like I don't want my kids. Like I don't want that to be my story that I tell my kids. Oh, I went and I didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to be able to tell my kids like I feel like now in my life I feel like I'm still at a fighting stage, a point in my life where I'm at a fighting stage to where I can still go back and I can still change the story that I can present to my kids.
Yeah.
Like
Mama took a break, but she did eventually go back and finish.
and I finished it. So like it's done. Even if I don't do nothing with that. But it's like then again, I'm also that type of person where it's like I don't want to have all of these degrees and or all these credentials and not do nothing with nothing.
Yeah. And I don't know, that kind of comes into my question, which is what boundaries are you afraid to set and why? Because I'm scared to, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm scared to push myself further than what I know I can be.
Why though?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it because you're scared to fail?
Yeah, that's one.
See,
I am scared to fail. I ain't never really I realized it, but then again, it's like, I don't know.
but that's the thing though. I feel like that's one thing about me. I can't say I'm very, very persistent. Like even if I feel like I'm gonna keep on going and I'm gonna try that, I'm gonna try it a different way. Shoot, I might even try it the same way I tried it at first.
Yeah. It just might be a different outcome.
Just to be sure that I'm crazy.
Yeah.
You feel like just to make sure, But
like the consistency of like.
But my thing is, I feel like failing is proof. Is for one proof that you're trying, And two, it does nothing but show you what you could have done better or what to do next. So
Yeah.
every time you fail, you know what not to do the next time.
Yeah. I guess I never really thought about it. I just been so scared to like, but I know that I can be something beyond than like what I am now. But I'm just
It's like even me with content creation, like anybody who know me know, like I done had 2 different YouTube channels, really 3 different YouTube channels. Like I've been doing YouTube since YouTube was like since all like the biggest people, the OGs of YouTube been doing YouTube. Like I started doing YouTube when the OGs of YouTube started doing YouTube. So it's like, but it's like I never was consistent. I never did like all the things that I was supposed to do. I did all the research. So I know like all the logistics, all the work that you're supposed to do behind the scenes and all of that. But it's like me putting forth the effort. Like I never did that back then. Now I know. I went, I did it, I made the mistakes. I done bought all the cameras. I got lights.
Yeah.
I got all of that. I got MacBooks. Like I have all of that. I went and I bought all of the things. Went and spent hella money on all of the things. But failing at becoming one of the biggest content creators was the wake up call for me and let me know like it's not that you can't do it because I know I can. I know I have the personality for it. I know I got the push for it. I know it, but it's just like I'm not doing it. Like
Yeah.
I'm being lazy. I'm not
you're not
consistent
just
like how I want to
consistency.
be. Like
And that's another thing because like consistency with all this, it comes with it. And if you're not consistent, then it's just like not saying what are you doing because I know that you're probably trying, but it's like you know that you can be more and do more, so why not do it?
yeah.
So it's I don't know. In the back of my head, it's like, girl, you know you can do this. Why you ain't doing it? It's just like,
And that's another.
shoot, I'm just
I feel like that's
scared.
why I push so
Yeah,
hard.
jump off that porch.
I feel like that's why I push so hard when it comes to this podcast because it's like this can't be another thing that like I did and didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
Or I did and didn't become successful with because I know. And it's like I done did so many things, all the like in the ways that I wanted it to be done. Now I feel like I'm doing things, I'm trying to do things in the way that everybody else or like people who were successful at this shit done told me how. Like now I'm actually like taking the blueprint
Okay. Yeah.
from other people, other successful people, and trying to apply it to myself instead of thinking, oh, I got this just based off of my own research. Because sometimes your own research ain't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta, you feel me, like go and talk to somebody else that's already like, experienced in this and that done already like dealt with it or, just so that way like you can get a little bit familiar with things or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because I feel like all my life, you always been taught that like you'll never be something as big as you really think. You always get when you tell somebody what you want to be when you grow up, they always got that little pushback of like, girl, you ain't gonna.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So
Why
it's
you feel
just
like you-
it's
yeah.
just like I don't be really wanting to. Sometimes that I take account to that. Like, damn, should I try this hard?
Mhm.
Should I be this? Should I do this? Should I? So I guess that's one of the reasons why I just been scared to really just fully and really push myself and apply myself. But shoot, when you like when you know that you can really do it and when you know that you can really be it and you really start to apply yourself, then the people that was speaking on it in the beginning saying that you can't do it, they be like, damn, she really did it. Like, who
Yeah.
would have ever thought? She really did it.
No, for real.
So
Okay, so I feel like my next question is, do you feel like independence is a choice for Black women or like a natural survival instinct?
for some it might be a choice because you always have like something in the back of your mind telling me that you don't, you like kind of, I don't, how can I say this? For some, it might be a choice. And I say for some because, you know, when you look at Black relationships and Black friendships, you know, you always have it in the back of your mind of who you really can and can't call on. So
Yeah.
independence, like, you know, you see your mama always asking for something or somebody always asking for something. So it's like, yeah, I just feel like sometimes Black women don't always have that choice, but then again, some do. And I feel like it's kind of really based on how you raise.
I feel like independence, and from my perspective, I feel like it'd be more so of a natural survival instinct. I'm tell you why. I feel like this. I feel like because the way society has formed us as a whole,
Because it plays a big part.
we have no choice but to be independent. But I do feel like being dependent on somebody is a choice for Black women.
Yeah.
I feel like we have the choice to choose whether or not if I'm going to allow myself to be safe enough with you to say, I'm going to let you be the boss. I'm going to let you be the leader. I'm going to let you take this weight up off of me. Because
And some women don't always think like that either.
We have to trust you. We got to respect you. We got to know that you can lead. And this is not just even with a man. This is like this can
general.
This can be with a job. This can be with friendships. This can be like with the mother-daughter dynamic. Like, because as we get older, the dynamics between the mother and daughters really change. With siblings, like any of that, like, because I know for sure the dynamic between me and my siblings have changed a lot tremendously since I have gotten older. Like, I used to go to my big sisters. I used to go to my big sisters for everything.
You can have now.
Yeah, I used to go to my big sisters for everything when I was little. I couldn't eat, sleep, or breathe without my big sisters. Now I don't talk to none of them. I thought, Kim, like, are we being honest or what? Like, I'm being.
We are, but
I'm being.
Who's to say
honest.
that y'all probably won't have that?
It's not to say that we won't ever talk again, but I'm very, very honest, and I feel like that's what separates me from a lot of my family members, because I don't like to hide behind it. Like, my family members have this thing to where they think staying away makes it better, and it don't do nothing but make it worse. Because now I got nieces and nephews that like can halfway remember me and stuff like that. Like, because I got two big sisters that can't get it together or can't, be calm enough for like a 2-hour family gathering. So that way it won't trickle off into all the sisters arguing. Now everybody in the family fighting, and now ain't nobody talking for the next 2 years.
And how do you handle that? Like, are you okay with not talking to your sisters?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Now I'm in a space to where I genuinely don't really care that much about it like how I used to. At first, it used to tear me apart. At first, I used to cry all the time because I used to look at all of my friends and I used to be like, dang, like, growing up, like, as a child, like, I vividly remember like the big Christmases and everybody being together. We all having on matching pajamas and stuff like that. Like, I remember all of that. But like, I also remember when it drastically changed and it stopped, and it has not been that for so long.
Are you okay with not having those traditions with your family no more?
I'm not. I'm not okay with it, but I'm learning to be okay with it, because I learned I cannot control the things that they want, and I also cannot control their feelings. So I'm not gonna be the person that's gonna tell everybody, oh, we gotta figure this out and we gotta do this or that to make a certain type of person feel better so that way we can all be together. If by all means is you're in your heart something or somebody is telling you to stay away to protect your peace, then do that, because that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't want nobody to get offended, because when it's my turn, it's not no turning back.
Yeah.
Because the minute I start having babies and I start creating a family, don't hit me up when my child is 3 years old talking about some Naya, I want to mend this relationship. I want to be I want to be around my niece and nephew. No, it's over with. The minute I start having babies, if my family is not mended together, I genuinely mean that. By the time I have my first child, you will not be in my life. This is certain stuff that I'm not.
Yeah, it's like, because
I don't have time for that in and out stuff, because now I feel like a piece of me feel like you only coming around because you want to be nosy or you want to see if I'm going to or not really going to be as successful as you think I would.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Flourishing.
I hate that.
Like, you really want to see if I'm going to be the person that you think I wasn't going to be. Yeah, but that's another thing I hate about family members. Like, you got some family members that's just nosy as hell. They don't even care about if you really like,
okay,
if you okay. They just want to see, is you doing something with your life, or is you out here popping out babies, or is you gonna have baby? And to the family members that's wondering when I'm gonna have a child,
mind your business. The crazy part about it is I feel like that's another thing that irritates me, because it's like all my life y'all pressed me not to have kids early.
Now that I'm getting older, y'all wondering when I'm gonna have
my
one.
ass. Like, God damn,
leave me alone. I do want a baby though.
And I do, but it's like, and I feel like that's what black families don't like. Stop doing that, because everybody like.
I never thought that I have family members pushing me into having kids when you pressure me all my life not to have one.
And then that's the thing though, but people also gotta realize, like, it's not as easy to have kids for a lot of people as some people may think. For some women, it is easy for them.
I could just pop out. It's 5, 6, 7, 8
it's not that easy. And no, I'm not comfortable with telling cousin Bebe and cousin Riri why I don't have a child just yet. I don't want to tell her that I may or may not have this or that going on. Why? Because next Thanksgiving, everybody in they mammy gonna know about it, and that's gonna be the topic of discussion. Oh, so and so can't have. Why you ain't have no kids? Oh, she can't have no kids because da 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 da.
It's not your place. It's not even your place to even tell my business. Like, if I tell something, if I tell you something like that, you should know off the rip not to go run your mouth about my business, especially medically. What's wrong with you?
And I feel like that kind of like leads into like my next question. Yeah, I don't even think I answered your question. The question that
you asked the question before.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like my next question would be like, how do you set boundaries with family without being labeled selfish or disrespectful?
I said in a respectful manner, and we can agree to disagree and move on. Because I feel like the boundary that I set for myself is to respect myself, not you. So if you can respect that, then you don't respect me. And the boundary that I said, you can either go by it or leave me alone. Because now I'm in a time where I'm not taking my boundary. It's not my boundary ain't disrespectful towards you or to you. It's just my boundary. And we might not agree on my boundary, but if you're going to be around me, you're going to have to, that's just something that you're going to have to respect, or just don't be around me.
I feel like now that I'm older, I feel like I know my tactic, my technique is to just stay away. Even though, like I said before, I don't like that my sisters have done that. I know it sounds a little hypocritical, but I say that for me because I know for a fact my sisters have never been the type of people to vocalize why they felt the way they felt in the moment. I've always been the type to vocalize how I felt right then and in the moment. But my family has always labeled me as, oh, you dramatic, you doing too much. Why do you feel this way? Like, you too young to feel this way, or da-da. Like, or always my family has always tried to downplay my feelings. So now that I'm older, I'm in a space now to where you downplay, like you try to make me feel like my feelings are not valid. You out the door. I don't care who you is.
And that's okay. Now that I'm getting older, I'm okay with not talking to some of my family members.
Because I feel like all my life, I've always been the vocal child.
Yeah, I'm
like,
okay with blocking y'all. Y'all will be okay. Like,
yeah.
Now that I know the block button is real, it's very useful now. I promise you.
I'm not. Yes, and I feel like now, but I do see now that like with me not being as close as I was to my immediate family on my mama's side, now I'm starting to see how much of it really has affected me, like when it comes to my daddy side of the family. Because I've done, like, I really just realized, like, I've never spent a holiday with nobody on my daddy side.
Me neither.
Never.
And the crazy thing is, I know some of my family members on my daddy's side. Mind you, my dad has a sister that has like 13 kids. But like when we see each other, we speak. Like she know who I am, I know who she is.
And the crazy part about that is, friend, because it's like I be feeling like when I'm with my mom's side of the family, I be feeling like I'm so out of place. And it's like, and my aunties and stuff from my daddy's side of the family, like they my friends on Facebook, and it's like, so they see like the fun, crazy side of me, but like my aunties always inbox me, and they always like, you really just like your cousins. And I just be like, I gotta be like somebody, because I'm not like nobody on my mama's side of the family. And it's like, I really, like, a piece of me be wondering, like, what would it be like? Yeah, like, where did I get this from? Like, I know for a fact, can't nobody on my mama's side sing. So I know for a fact I get that from my daddy's side of the family. But other than that, and the fact that I can drink, I get that from my daddy's side of the family. At
all. Stop drinking at all.
But like, I want, like pieces of me, like, I be wanting to know, like, why am I like this? Or like, who else would I fit in with? Because it's like, I don't fit in with y'all. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm the oddball.
Like it's the total opposite. With my mama's side of the family, honey, we get down with it now.
Baby, I'm the and my daddy's side of the family is so big.
And that's another thing, because I was literally just when they said, oh my God, girls, oh my God. But how do you handle being the different one in your family?
Oh my God. Like, to be honest, like, I really can't even tell you, because like, I don't even, like, I still say that I don't even know how I'm currently dealing with it. Like, it's a everyday learning process, because it's like, I don't want to say nothing to offend nobody, like, cause y'all already got like y'all own family structure. But it's like, then again, I know that like we can be better. And it's like, I look at everybody else's family dynamic, and it's like, I know we shouldn't be this far apart. We shouldn't be this, like, we can't even be with each other for an hour.
And do you ever think like, damn, this is really sad?
Because
I'd rather be around my friends than be around my family.
I'm telling you, like, real shit. Like, that's why I do, like, you see, I don't do nothing with, I hosted Thanksgiving at my house this year. Like, I did not want to be with my own family. Like, that's delicious. How bad it is. Like that's sad. Like, that's really sad.
Yeah, I think for me, everybody on my mom's side of the family is like more so street smart. You know, I got the hustlers in the family. It's all different type of hustles that my mom's side of the
Y'all, my dog is in here. He just threw up. Like, go on. You just pissed me off so. I swear to God.
Let's take a break. Get your ass right.
Yeah, I just saw his face. Like, y'all, if this podcast like don't showcase some of the most realest,
and we both said, ugh.
Finish what you saying, friend.
I can't. Let me get my search me.
All right, y'all, we back like a booty crack. Sorry for the quick animation. My dog is real trifling.
Now, hold on, we can't just skip past that. Like, you just say that back there. Like, no, just but.
Now back to what we were saying. Shoot, I don't even remember what we were saying.
Me neither. Just
I guess we'll hurry up and jump to the next question then. He just done irked my nerves though.
That's a dog for you.
No, for real.
Expect unexpected like a baby.
I feel like my next question. Do you think Black women are allowed to be soft without judgment?
You always gonna have judgment when you living your best life. Like we was just talking about with family and stuff. You always just gonna have them nosy people. And somebody gonna always judge you like, you think you all that. You know what, motherfucker? I do. So I feel like judgment is what comes with it. Yes. I mean, you're gonna get that off rip. You're gonna be judged whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad, whether you're being hard, whether you're being soft. So I mean, it's just something that, it just come with it. So it's something that you gotta expect.
I will agree with that, and that's what it was. We was talking about how I was saying, if you ain't in my life by the time I have my first child, it's over with. Yeah, because I feel like a piece of me gonna feel like I feel like you coming back into my life like to judge me. Yeah. Even though I know like judgment is to be expected and it's to come, I don't need that.
Especially when I'm having a baby. I need the most peaceful situation going on I can possibly have.
Cause like,
and I don't need nobody that's ain't been in my life for a minute to just come back
out of nowhere. Cause you ain't finna do nothing for my baby. You're not finna watch my baby. My sisters done already made that, and that's another reason why I feel like it'd be pointless for my sisters to come back around in my life or try to ignite their relationship when I have kids. Cause y'all done already let me know beforehand that with y'all, because y'all so old and y'all done already had kids and y'all kids is grown and gone, that that y'all not gonna babysit my kids. So what's the point of y'all trying to act like trying to be an auntie?
Yeah. So what do you think a respectful disagreement look like in your family dynamic? If there is one.
That's what I was just going to say. I was going to say that's a real quick, easy answer for me. My family don't have that. So I would not know what that look like. Now, if my daddy's side of the family has like respectful disagreements, I wouldn't know because I've never been around them for real like that. So like, except for when I was before my granny died. But that my granny died when I was 12. So
yeah, I feel like if you don't agree with what I have going on,
every time my sister,
we can still act accordingly when it comes to being a family. Like
I would love to see what they look like because baby, every time my sisters disagree, it's always a fight, wig snatch, like.
See, the thing is, I ain't fought my sisters in a minute, and they used. Now that we done got older, y'all.
The crazy part about this, my sisters fight more now that they are old ass women than they did when we was all in the house together. Because I do remember the times when we was all living under the same roof. My mama did not play that shit. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not finna say and just be like my sisters just didn't fight, but they don't fight like how they be fighting now. They fight like they really hate each other now.
It's sad.
Like
I think because we was always
these bitches be trying to draw blood.
That's crazy. I'm not finna fight my sister like a nigga on the street. I couldn't do that.
And I be right there, right along with my nieces and nephews, just crying.
Why are we doing this? I think my family. I
can't stand.
I think that's what one thing I'm okay with having in my family. I think that's where I get having okay conversations, disagreements. Me and my family, we can agree to disagree, but when it's time to be a family,
yeah,
we a family.
I didn't get that until when I was in college.
We just
That's why I cherish my college family so hard. Like, because even the dudes that I was friends with in college, like I'm still friends with them still to this day. Like, them is my people, my people from Chet. You know, like that's my family. Like. I don't know. Like I was really just talking to my sister, my little sister, my playlist sister, and I was just telling her, I'm like, my kids, like the family that they gonna know is not really gonna be like they blood family. Like,
and sometimes that be the best family. Like when you looking at shows and movies, and it's your blood family is the one that treats you worse than your friends and any other person. It'd be like that can be another reason why world peace can be found.
Yeah.
Because if you can meet a person on the street that you don't know and y'all just bond over something so detrimental or something so good, that can literally take you everywhere. Like, and sometimes the crazy thing is, one day, me and my boyfriend, we went to Gallenberg and we ended up catching a flat in Gallenberg. And this guy on the street told us like he'd rather help strangers on the street than help his family members, because that's how bad he really just did not fuck with his family. And this man he had money.
That's why I'm like, when I do have kids, like I want like the type of family that I want to build, like this. There's no room for dysfunction in my family.
Yeah.
I'm not waking my kid. I'm like,
and do you think they make
like? I used to wake up to very chaotic mornings. Like, I'm not sending my kids off to school with off no chaotic morning.
Yeah, like get up, because I feel like once you start your morning off negative, your whole day just ruins. And my kids ain't gonna deserve that. My kids ain't gonna.
Dysfunction is not allowed in my household.
Yeah.
Leave that at the doorstep.
Do you think dysfunctional is the new norm in families now?
Now, in today's society, no. Because our generation, like I said, we so big on healing and fixing the problem and correcting what was already done. I don't feel like that's a problem now, but I do feel like it was a previous problem that we are now addressing.
Yeah.
It's not no more of, oh, because Uncle Rico touched you when you was 8. No, I'm finna say so. I'm saying something
every
like
time.
Uncle Rico can't be around my kid. No, none of that, because y'all made me shut up.
Right.
Y'all made me shut up, but y'all not finna make my child shut up. My child not even finna be around.
Yeah.
I was forced to be around y'all. I didn't have no choice, but my child
most definitely gonna have a choice.
So that's how I feel like where that dynamic come into play. Yeah, but as far as my next question for you would be, I think this is a good question. How much of your identity is truly yours, and how much of it was assigned to you? So what characteristics about yourself is really truly you, and name something that you feel like was kind of like that you feel like was assigned to you, that whether like your mother made you that way, or like you was brought up that way and like you was forced to be this way. Not necessarily saying you was forced to be this way, but this is how, like,
I feel like my humbleness comes from my mom. My mama always said, like, no matter what you do or how far you go, always maintain some type of humbleness. So I think that comes from my mama, but I think my wild side comes from me. No, I think it comes from my mama too, but I think me just being so self-sufficient comes from me. Because I always think in my head, like, don't ask nobody for nothing. Don't be yourself. Be strong. Make it seem like you got it together even when you don't. Don't show your emotion. I think I get that from myself. Because I never really been too big on letting people know what's the real true me. Like I always said, I always have a brick up. So I ain't never just been ready to like open the door for somebody and just let somebody come and be vulnerable to me or with me. So yeah, so a little bit of both.
I feel like I feel like I have to say about, as of right now, at the place I'm in right now, I have to say about 30% of my identity now is truly who I am. And the other 70% is based off of how I was raised and the things that I have been through. So I feel like 70% of me is what was assigned to me based off of the cards that I was dealt in life. I feel like I said, that 30% is because like that also plays into like the things that I have been through, but the things that I've learned from what I have been through. So I was able to take those lessons and put those into
the now.
Yeah. And make that the new 30%.
Yeah.
30% of the new me.
That's good.
But
I feel like
I'm
it's
still working
always-
through the rest of that 70.
Yeah, I feel like it's always gonna be a part of you from when you were little and from how you were raised. That
And it's not that I want to completely erase the rest of that full 70.
you just want to make it
Because-
into something better.
Yeah. And I want to be able to learn how to like live with the hurt, but in a better way. Because I feel like now I'm at a place to where like I still internalize a lot of the hurt that I had growing up
Mm-hmm.
in like in a rough way.
Yeah. So, how can you build a life that honors where you come from and where you're going? Like you said, like you just always take a little bit of where you come from and take it where you're going.
For me, the best way for me to do it, creating my own memories
Yeah.
and doing it my way. Because and it's not to say that like, but it's not to say that like I'm not big on traditions, because I want to be, and that's why like I know that's what I'm gonna be big on with forming in the family that I
Yeah,
create.
I'm gonna be big
My
on
family
creating
wasn't-
my own traditions.
Yeah, like my family wasn't really big on it. My family didn't really have too many traditions, and then the traditions that was tried to be created didn't really stick like that
Yeah.
because of whatever reason. But it's like I really want to focus on building a close, tight knit family, like to where we can all stand together as a unit just as well as we can stand together on our own individually.
Mm-hmm.
The family that I'm building, I want it to be built on strong foundation. I wanted to, I want to be able to have those family dinners where everybody come. Like I don't like I want us to have family game nights. I want it to be like where all of my kids, like we all go and support their siblings at like they stuff. Like I don't want it to be like I'm all over the place or I can't be there for my kids because I'm so focused on the career that I'm trying to build. That's why I'm trying to focus on that now, so that way my kids can reap the benefits of all the hard work that I done already put in. I don't want my kids to have to see me going through all of that, struggling and doing all that. Not to say that it's not like it don't help with character building, because I do feel like me seeing my mama go through a lot of things, it helped build a little bit of my character.
Yeah.
But
Because
I also don't want my kids to have to go through a lot of the things that I went through.
yeah. And that's crazy because I talked to you about like the disagreement me and my boyfriend have on how we want to raise our kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Cause you right about struggling and stuff like that help builds character. But then again, it's like, why would I ever want to put my child through something that I went through? Yes, it did help mold me into the person independently.
But there's other
but
ways
then again,
that,
like
that could have helped
my child
you.
can grow
Like,
from other characteristics. Baby, you ain't gotta
like
struggle
you ain't
to know
gotta
how to be
struggle
yourself.
to build your character.
Yeah, no.
I just don't. I don't see that for my kids. Like
That's I don't know. Cause me and my boyfriend, I don't want to raise my kids like thinking that it's okay for them to struggle and stuff like that. I really just wanna I want my kids to have the most easiest life possible.
And since we talking about like kids and stuff like that and the family dynamic, let's talk about, because I know although you are a younger sibling, you are still an older sibling.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever felt the pressure to financially support others before you were really ready to?
No.
Because even with me being like the youngest, I'm the youngest. I got nieces and nephews, so like it was always told to me growing up, "Oh, Naya, you gotta get your nieces and nephews whatever they want. Oh, you gotta be that auntie when you." So it's like when I started working my first job, the first thing I was thinking about before I was thinking about myself was my nieces and nephews. These are not my kids.
I've always been a little.
And it's not that I don't love them, because I do. Them is TT babies.
Yeah.
It's a shit show. I
I've
get them whatever.
always been selfish when it came to myself. Now, yes, when it comes to birthdays, holidays, and stuff like that, you got about 2 days out of the year with me to just fully get what you want and all of that, and that's Christmas and birthdays. But other than that, baby, I'm not obligated to do nothing for you. Then I think that's the good part about not having kids.
Girl,
I can give them motherfuckers back, and I can choose to do and
I love TT baby girl. When I first started stripping, that's when I was at my brokest, still sending my nieces and nephews money. My niece calling me every week with a different Sheen cart. Her Sheen cart full. I'm sending it to her. Like I'm just balling because like she looking. Naya got some money. I don't know where this money came from. I can't tell her,
but I love it
because she don't know the type of work that I do at that time. But it's like, shoot, I love being able to provide for my niece and her being able to call me and be like. But it's like then when I got older, and I'm all of that money that I done sent you for some clothes that you don't even fucking wear.
See, my niece,
half of the shit you done gave away. And I was really broke at this time. But all of my life, it's been programmed in my mind, I got to take care of my nieces and nephews. And this was programmed in my mind.
It's always been programmed as that.
I think it's programmed in my mind because I was an auntie at a young age.
Yeah, me too. I was an
auntie before I was born.
I was an auntie when I was 8.
I was an auntie in my mama's stomach.
Yeah, but like now my nieces and nephews, like they love coming over my house. And I love them coming over my house. They just bring so much character to my house. Like kids are kids. Like you know that TikTok like that dude saying, "You're a baby." Like you're a baby. That's how I am about my nieces and nephews. Like I really got little nieces and nephews just running around here looking like my ugly brothers and sisters.
My nieces and nephews giving me nieces and nephews.
Oh so no, I'm not ready for that.
I don't know.
To my oldest nephew.
And that's because like I was one of those. I grew up with a lot of my nieces and nephews. Like a lot, I'm close in age with a lot of them, and I got a batch that's well older than me. So, like, I got nieces and nephews that was coming to my 5th birthday party, like, cause they was like 10, 13 coming to my birthday party, like, yeah.
Nah, I think my nieces and nephews, like, they're them. I gotta give it to them.
Okay, I feel like, so my next question, and I do feel like this is a good question to, this could kind of like be a 2-in-1. Outside of like the family and the cultural pressures that we have, do you feel like, well, I guess the cultural pressures could also die into this and the family too. Do you feel the pressure to somewhat have it all together before you feel like that you're worthy enough of love? Or have you ever felt that pressure of like, oh, I gotta have this all together. Like I gotta be completely right. Family, financial, all of that before like you felt like, okay, I can just take in
a relationship.
Yeah.
A part of me, yeah. Because I don't want to, you know, when you going into like a new relationship or whatever, you don't want to make it seem like that you got to be dependent of that person because they there for you. Mm-hmm. But then again, it's like, I do kind of somewhat got to like, you know, a piece of me always want to have it feel, I always want to make it seem like I got a little bit of myself together. Because I don't want to just make it seem like I'm just needy. I just need you. Well, I need you to do this. I need you. No, I want you to like, no, like, yeah, she got it. Like I can,
if need be, she can go out here and get it on her own.
Yes.
I feel like that's the place that I'm in now with the relationship that I'm currently in now. Like I feel like I be trying to like let it be known to him like I don't need you to do all of the stuff that you do for me. I'm very, very grateful. Do not get me wrong. I'm very, very grateful because I've never been into a place, I've never been in a relationship to where I can relax the way I have been able to relax. Mm-hmm. I have been able to relax, but I do feel like I caught myself getting too comfortable with relaxing. And it's like now I'm getting to that place to where like, okay, it's time to get back to the regular schedule program because you don't want motherfuckers to feel like that you done got dependent on them because they done gave you a certain type of freedom.
Mm-hmm. And I like the way you put it like that because I don't want to never like, I ain't never wanted to be like dependent of a person. But then again, when you got somebody in your life telling you for the first time, I got you.
Man, like, and then they actually show
that
you that,
and
they legit stand on that. Like, it's hard to different. It's hard to not. Hey,
I like being comfortable.
Come on now, I ain't never been comfortable.
Yeah, I finally got somebody
that's new to me.
I finally got somebody that's helping me protect my peace and my pockets.
I ain't never had a nigga just be like,
I got you.
How much it costs, or not even how much it costs, just here.
Yeah.
And now that I've like, when you finally like get one that's like genuinely like just doing that and not caring, like it's different, and it is hard to like.
And like a little bit of me also like ignites like a little bit more of a hustle to me. Because the way that you telling me that you got me, I want to be able to have you that same way. Yeah. So sometimes it just be like, okay, yeah, I know you got me, but I want to be able to have you too.
Okay, but with that, do you feel independent Black women sometimes get labeled as intimidating or too much when it comes to that aspect? Because if you come in, because I feel like if you come in a relationship too independent, then you come in as independent. But if you come in at a place to where like we said, you got somebody that's letting you relax and stuff like that, like after a while you start to eventually become too much for them.
Yeah.
But then again, you gotta realize you also be having those niggas where they'll tell the bitch, oh, I don't want you to do nothing, I don't want you to work, I don't want you to do none of that. You done put me in this position just for you to eventually try to tell me later on, like, oh, you not doing nothing, or you ain't been doing nothing. When let's be real, I was only not doing nothing because this is what you told me to do. Like, if you couldn't handle it,
that's something that you should have said, because I was comfortable.
Like,
I was comfortable at the space that I was in. I didn't need you to put me at all these extra calibers and levels and stuff like that. I was cool
because once you put me in a place to where I felt like I was safe, now I feel safer to do more. And it's not that I'm trying to add more bills onto it, but it's like you done gave me a little bit more freedom. You done
a little bit more options.
So yes.
Why not take advantage?
So now it might be a little bit more money that needs to be spent. But if we really being honest, if you would have told, if you're communicating with me and you telling me stuff ahead of time, like I know how to move accordingly. Like if you was to come to me and be like, I don't mind supporting your, but let's work with a budget.
Yeah,
you started, but a lot of y'all niggas be starting with the, oh, I don't want you to work and da. It's no budget, you get whatever you want. And now when I go out here and I start a business and it's starting to overwhelm you because you got to pay for my bills and my maintenance, your bills. And now you got to help alongside with this business, and the business is getting a little bit more costly than what you thought. Now I'm too much.
And sometimes men, not even just men, people just don't know how to vocalize that. They want to make it seem like they got it all together. Like, okay, I said I got you, but I ain't say all of this.
Yeah, and it's like
sometimes it's okay. A woman wants to.
I want to come to me and tell me exactly what you gonna help me with and what you not gonna help me with. Like, but don't come in and just being like, "Oh, have your way." Because when I have my way,
I don't want to stress you out with what I'm trying. What you told me I could have. You said I can have this.
Let's be for real.
Now that I'm doing it, it's a problem. Or it's becoming too much for you. Sometimes you vocalize that because
you the one who told me you wanted me out of a bonnet. Now I'm going to go get my hair done exactly every 2 weeks on the every 2 weeks. Now them pockets is hurting. I was just fine doing my hair by myself.
Right? Oh, you want me to go see a professional? I was
just fine wearing a bonnet in the house because that's all I ever be anyways.
Right.
But no, you want to see a little blunt cut bob, a little cash doll hairstyle. Now you mad because it's a little costly. This what you asked for.
Right.
I didn't ask for this. Anyway. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna do probably one more question and then we'll get into our BBA and then we done for real, y'all.
Okay.
Okay. My last question would be, as far, can you be a Black independent woman? Do you feel like you could be a Black independent woman and still need support, whether it's from family, friends, and/or relationship-wise?
Yes, because support come in all different type of ways. Just like now, I need y'all to like and comment and share. Y'all my family.
Cause no, for real.
Sometimes support ain't always in the form of payment. It could be as little as writing a little letter to me, telling me asking me how my day been. That can be support. You ain't even gotta care.
For my family members, if y'all do so happen to watch any of these episodes,
don't donate $1.03.
You ain't even gotta do that because I don't even want to hit a half.
You gotta do that if you're in my family.
Share it. I don't even care if you don't watch it. Just share it.
Yeah. Because your share can go a long way. And this is making me thinking of that song, In the Arms.
If you don't do nothing.
Keep talking.
If you don't do nothing. For $1 a day, you can help push this podcast. Okay?
The number will be at the bottom of your screen.
1-800 Outspoken to me.
Help a pod. No, for real. Support does not have to come in the form of payment. And I feel like a lot of people just don't be understanding that.
If you family, be supportive. Even if
you my friend, be supportive.
No, for real.
Y'all tune into Baddies every Sunday. Y'all can tune into Outspoken Opinion every Thursday.
Maplewood Panther, stand up, okay? Be supportive of y'all girls. We went to school together. Stop. We went to school with y'all. We love y'all. Panthers unite. I don't know. Do something. Okay, but friend, you want to...
No, for real.
We need all the support. We love all y'all though, for real. She might not love y'all, but
I do.
Panthers, I love y'all. I love y'all.
Some of y'all. I'm just grateful I graduated. I don't care.
Shout out to Mr. Townsend. Okay. Anyways,
is he still there?
Yes.
Jesus.
We gonna go ahead and jump into our BBA, and that'll be the closing of this episode, y'all. You want to do yours? I can do mine since you started out this episode. This is kind of like in correlation with our topic today. I want y'all to know that respect doesn't require self-sacrifice. Culture is meant to guide you and not cage you. You can honor where you came from, and you can honor your people, your family, all of that, your traditions, all of that, without living exactly how they want you to. It's okay to not fit into the mold and be like how everybody else is in your family. It's okay to be the black sheep of the family. Sometimes that's the better option. But I feel like creating your own way and creating your own family and doing it your way, while still upholding the memory of or tradition of your family, I feel like that's a good combo if you're doing it the right way. But yeah, respect does not require self-sacrifice. So yeah.
My BBA of the week is not everyone who raised you knows how to support the person you're becoming.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Yes. You want me to say it again?
Please do.
Not everyone who raised you know how to support the person you're becoming. Need I say more? I don't think I have to. I feel like
with that being said, before we have another cry party, let me go ahead and get up out of here, y'all.
If you want
like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Love you. Bye.